Taking a couple minutes to watch today as I share some things with you to hopefully encourage you along your health journey. I want to throw out a question at you and have you do a little exploration within yourself, maybe digging down deep into your heart and your mind and think through this topic of what's underneath that. So I want you to evaluate your last week, your last month, your last few months, maybe even going back further before you started a program or before you started making your health a higher priority. And what are some of the pitfalls? What are some of the struggles or some of the things that you do or have done to get you into a not so healthy place? And then ask yourself, okay, what are those things? And then what's underneath it? Where does that come from? Is there something that you're trying to medicate? Are you trying to find comfort because of something? Are you just simply addicted to the good taste of food? There are so many different reasons why we overeat and why we find ourselves overweight. And sometimes we don't even have a clue. And I think it's important for the long term to really come to grips with what's underneath that. And that's something that Brenda has done a lot when she has had some, maybe some setbacks. She'll stop and say, what's underneath that? We do that in our personal lives, not just with food or weight and health, but just in our marriage and relationships and communication and all kinds of different things. We stop and ask ourselves, what's underneath that? What's the driving factor? Why did I do that? Why do I think that way? I went through counseling last year, which was really effective in my life, just trying to evaluate some things. And it was kind of like, so what's underneath that? And started tracing some things back that were really profound and things that I would never have thought about had I not stopped and just said, I want to evaluate some things in my life. And so it was really good. And a lot of growth came out of that. So I want to encourage you to stop and ponder some things and ask yourself what's underneath that, whatever it might be. If you just can't seem to stick with the program, what's underneath that? Why? If you do really good and then maybe just have a slip up or something. But the bottom line is what we're trying to accomplish, all of us, is that we want a longer, healthier life. We want to feel better. We want to look better. We want to thrive and not survive. We want to be proactive and not reactive. And so this whole journey is to get us to a healthier place. But we need to remember, too, that if we're not making the internal changes, the fundamental changes, and getting to the root of some of these things, it's really easy to repeat. So I want to encourage you, one, to just stay focused on your journey, focused on your why. Dr. Anderson in the book Habits of Health and in the workbook that goes along with it, there's a lot of probing that goes on there. It's not just about food and nutrition and sleep and less stress, and those are all important. But some of it is digging deeper into you as to what are some of the triggers, what are some of the things that got you to where you don't want to be. And if you're brave, you'll work through that. And it's going to take some discipline and some intentionality. But if we don't do that, then again, we stay the same. I've seen, well, we all know 85% of people who lose weight gain it all back. And it doesn't matter what program they did to lose it. However, if you engage in the personal growth side of things, you have a much higher success rate of long-term optimal health, long-term success. And don't be ashamed if you have to go back on program. Guys, I just started a program again yesterday. I thought, all right, I'm going to meet my granddaughter in Australia, and I want to drop 10 pounds before I go. Yep, I do. Because why? Because I gained 10 pounds. I hate when that happens. I know it all, right? I have all the answers. I encourage you, but I still have my own battles sometimes. It's been a crazy busy summer, and it is what it is. So rather than deal with feeling guilty about it, I just rolled up my sleeves, started a program, and here we go. And 10 pounds, I'm kissing you goodbye. No kisses, actually. So anyway, I also want to encourage you really fast with just a story. Anitra, come here, please. I did not give her any warning. This is my assistant, Anitra. And this morning I asked her about her progress. Look at that thin face that she has. How many pounds are you down as of yesterday?
89.2.
Yes, give me some. Guys, is that encouraging or what? I just want Anitra to tell you something from her heart that she's feeling today, totally unrehearsed. What's going on inside of you?
Well, for me, I just feel so much excitement. I remember in the very beginning, my health coach said to me, your life is going to completely change. And I just couldn't picture it. But, it has completely changed. And, my husband and I celebrated 8 years of marriage yesterday. And just because of my overall happiness and just in myself and for myself, it has affected our marriage in such a powerful way. And there are lots of other things I could go on about, but your life will completely change if you continue to stay the course and work the program.
Amen. Amen. Isn't it fun just to see a story? I mean, that's one of the things, that's one of the driving factors in our whole program is that we inspire other people because of what's happening to us. So thanks, Anitra, for sharing. You guys just press on, press on. I'd love to hear from you if you haven't checked in yet. Those of you that have checked in, thank you. We're not leaving until next Tuesdays for Australia, and I'll still be able to keep in touch thanks to technology. And I'll be giving out phone numbers to reach out to Anitra if you'd like some help while I'm gone, as well as I'll still be able to get texts. We're just 14 hours different time zone. All right, you guys, press on. Please check in. Shoot me a text. Let me know how you're doing, and make it a great day. God bless you guys. You can do it. Bye.